Uh, uh, Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is our National Sports Lawyer here. Welcome back to a brand new episode here. On the Fully Loaded Sports Podcast here, and I'm your main host here. National Sports Loaded with the co-host here, ZTake 99. And before we get into it, if you guys haven't, if you guys are brand new to the channel, please like and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new here. And I hope to continue put out much more decent low content in the near future. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that. But enough Mike about. Let's get into it. So uh, as always, we're gonna start with the reviews. So we're gonna start with the Thursday night game here at 7:50. Down at Shire. Uh, it was the Sharks in the Storm game, which yeah ended up being a pretty one-sided game here. It did have its controversials in this and that, which we will go into much more depth once we go into that. But let's go for a quickly, shall we? So play by play here. So let me just go down pretty quickly. So Trindle puts up a bomb there. Olam puts up like a penalty there for an offside downtown there. Sion Gotoa makes an error there. Brian Trindle puts up a bomb. Royce Hunt puts up a penalty, and then Smith makes an error there to give Sharks the open wide space there to give himself a pretty good start there with just Ramian to spark things up there to score the first try there for the match. I didn't really expect him to really score the first try there, just Ramian. But Trindle, he does miss the conversion. Kiev Bromwich did have like a penalty offside inside the 10. Blake Rayleigh had like a line break as well, and he gets his first try as well. And he hasn't scored one in a while, Blake Rayleigh. But Trindle, he does get the first conversion for himself, and he makes it 10 points to nil. Andrew Fafita puts up a penalty there. Royce Hunt puts up a record fragment there as well. And then Storm, they get a set restart there, and it's much more position there for Storm. But yeah, it just kept on having many opportunities there. But then Dia Rima, down 22-minute, makes an error there, and yeah, Hughes puts out the bomb. Josh King concedes a slow peel there. Tui Kelly Kamika puts Rex the fragment there, and then serious start there for the Cronulla Southern Sharks there. And then it's just Rami there gets another knock on, and then another knock on again. And it's going back and forth. Ramian goes off in a line break there, and then they're putting the pressure there on Ryan Papenhuyzen there for a line dropout there with only 10 minutes left to go there in the first half. And Trindle he makes an error there, and then yeah, it was a set restart there for the Sharks here after a Hughes knock on there on the 32th minute, and the Josh King concedes a offside inside the 10 meters there in the 33rd minute there to give Britton Okora there a line break there, and it gives it off to off off to the left edge there to Militado there to make it 40 points to nil. And Bray Trindle converts it to make it 60 points to nil. Jerome Hughes puts up a bomb, but Scott Tracy takes it out there. He runs all the way there, uh, nearly fall over the field there, and he gives off to just Ramian to give himself, I believe, a double to make it 20 points to nil. Jerome Hughes puts up a bomb there as well. Oh yeah, and then Trindle misses the conversion, and it is halftime here. Sharks 20 and the Maelstrom nil. And once again, the Maelstrom were in the same position as were against Manly. So yeah, just Ramey there. He's finally sparks up. Is finally sparks up some tries there. But the Storm, Jerome Hughes, he kept putting some pressure there. But yeah, Trindle, he had like a couple of good try savers there. Actually, and he took the world there on the high ball there. He is he even easily go out of the the Ingo area there, and yeah, the Middle Storm could even like put like any pressure yet. They were giving so many set restarts yet they could even score, and that was like same way. No, as as they were granted there against the Seagulls there in the first half. So I want you to give out your thoughts there on the first half, and what happened to Melbourne?
Yeah, very much. It was very similar, like you said, a very similar performance like they had against Manly. The Sharks are actually playing. I mean, the Sharks are playing good, but I wouldn't say they like dominate because like it was also another adage of the obviously the
It's mostly like a back and forth
yeah.
of the errors, set restarts, the penalties, the record frequency as well, and yeah, it was just uh, a bit of like a sloppy arm wrestle there for quite a bit, but then the Sharks, the Storm, you know, it just gave it one of the best there. But the Sharks knew what they had to do there, giving so many possession as well. But the Storm coming off way there, they couldn't get the job done as well. And you could argue that with a monster with Karen Munster out there, they didn't really uh, uh, have the aggression and the running game there from like Hughes in the halves, comparing and this and that. Uh, but the Sharks did pretty much a good job so far without Hines there. But Trindle, as I said there before, I had a couple of good try savers there in the first half, and But moving on to the second half, Jerome Hughes puts up a bomb there. Trindle puts on the bomb there. Matt Moylan puts up his first bomb there as well, and I thought he was pretty good there in the first half. He made like a uh, one good sidestep there. Grant Anderson makes an error there. Josh Olam puts out and offside penalty there inside the 10 there in the 51 minute there. Jerome Hughes puts up a bomb there in the 53rd minute. Then Tui Cameron Kamika there puts on a dangerous tackle there. Ray Trindle puts a bomb there. Hughes puts on a bomb. Receive got penalised, and he also kept the challenge but it was obviously unsuccessful. Matt Moreland makes a knock on there, and it was just back and forth. Now here we go. The most controversial thing about the match that that that's trending right now. The Brent Smith Simbin. So what happened is I actually like a leak. I like footage. So like there's like a like a uh, like a turned up like a mic'd up thing. Which is which is something that Fox League does own, and then once he called like held, Brent Smith instantly after called the referee you cheating bastard, and I actually watched Bloke in Bar, and actually and I do want to like agree with them. This was just not the way that they need to go with, and just to add on that before we go like in any like deeper. This is the type of stuff, right, where fans, they always just see this as like, oh fuck you, referee. Oh, we got robbed in this and that. I'm just sick and tired of like fans, like always like uh like overreacting in that, saying, oh, the team got robbed in this and that. Like, come on, man. Are you actually serious? Like, for instance, right? Yeah, sure. The Raiders and the Roosters, grand final back then, back in 2019. It had like a couple of that 60 game call was undoubtedly wrong, but the Raiders had the Raiders had so many chances there in the first half there to really get up. And listen, look, man, there was some tough calls there go off there against the Roosters there in the first half, especially with Cooper Cronk being being a being Simbin there, and I like you can't just like point one thing. Oh, this is the one thing. I mean, like, if you give me so much of like evidence, their team got like robbed, that's fine. Like for example, the Premier Eels versus Penrith Panthers semi final for me was a controversial, and this is not me being biased. Looking at looking at the replay there from Gupton putting the pass there to Wonder Blake, which no one is literally talking about. He goes forward, which in my opinion, in my opinion, I think Ashley Klein there was being a bit biased, but I'm not like, listen, look, do you think, right? Oh man, this is just one sticky situation where uh, the pendulum doesn't know where the fucking lands. So yeah, Zetec 99, do you reckon that that referee bashing referee culture truly exists in the game for uh, a decade, if you say?
Sorry, what was the question again?
Do you believe that there was a culture called what's been called there from like Bloke in the Bar, which I do agree with this, and it said that referee bashing culture uh, exists exists in the game right now, which yeah,
Oh,
I agree. So like, do you think right there should be like a barrier where each players and also fans as well, because I remember back in like in Magic Round when Jackson Hastings actually got abused from one of the fans actually, and I think it was actually one of the Cowboys fans who were like actually drunk, from what I heard, calling Jackson Hayes' daughter like a slur name or something, and yeah, and many other like racist things. But like I know that like rugby league, isn't the sport having these issues right now. Racism also includes in mostly in like in soccer as well, especially with some like international games that I've seen, and it's pretty it's pretty disgusting. Like on what uh the NRL is not like trying to like a handle, but hopefully, uh, maybe there could be a campaign for this to stop like doing maybe referees like abusing and possibly put like a safe barrier in that. And I know some people may call that putting the game much more softer uh, than what it is at the moment, but you don't want to like show this to kids and like show this bad and disgusting behavior. You know, I like I like as well. I mean, look back uh, to the to the models. Do you see any model making these type of like a behaviors in this now? I mean, back in the day, right in the like in the like in the 2000s, I don't see I like him like I like any players making any disgusting plays. Yes or no that yeah yes or no that James Graham and David Clemmer were did they put like some type of like words there back in 2015 in the Good Friday match there, but before that there was none of that. So yeah, do you think there should be like a campaign? Because like bar is like uh discussing this, and I think I like where they're going. So what do you think, mate?
I mean, they could definitely try running a campaign. I know there's been one for years, specifically with grassroots soccer, with obviously with kids games, but I mean, it's just the way that people I mean, it's referee bashing, like specifically from a fan's perspective, has existed like very much since like from way back in the day. So I feel like, and obviously people get drunk. You don't exactly know how they're going to behave, so you could have a situation like Magic Round where what happened with Jackson Hastings and then fights in the crowd. So I feel like I don't know, but it's hard to say because they could definitely do a campaign, but will it actually stop anything? Is the main question.
Well, yeah, those are like a good question because like especially the NRL trying to stop players bring back the wrestling, and yet still we're still seeing players still putting on big uh, uh, cannonball tackles, uh, sh- show charges, crusher tackles, and many other uh, of like dangerous tackles, and it's not just I like the Melbourne Storm. I've seen it uh, with my team, to be honest. I've seen it with the Roosters uh, a bit, and there's many other teams that I could say. Carl Lawton uh, has done it against South Sydney about like a month ago by now. But yeah, uh, yeah, something's going to change there. But yeah, I do agree with you there. Will it actually uh, make the people actually convince them to actually listen and to actually go into that type of culture, which the the like the direction of like the culture for the game right now is just an absolute mess. It's pretty like complicated, especially with the new rules and that, and I just don't know what to put my finger for this. If you are trying to convince fans and also some younger players there as well there, because you know uh, you also got them players these days in the like in the role there, being called as like criminals and that, which is something that my uncles and that call them these days. Because honestly, some players that do like some shit, such as like drugs, or even like or even or even five of your own teammates is just absolute just too far, man. It's just way way too wide, and yeah. But anyways, let's get back to the game here. Brandon, where they put on a dangerous tackle there, and we're just going to get on to the end here since we've been spending onto this topic a bit too long. So yeah, right Bowers in there, gets a line break there on the 65th minute there, and Sergio Tola there, gets a line break there on the 67th minute there to make it 24 points to nil. Brian Trindle there misses the conversion. Angel Fafita there puts up a kick bomb. Okay. But then the Sharks can see some penalties there, and Bray Trindle has been forced there for full line dropout there in the 72nd minute and the 73rd minute, a minute later. And then Storm, they get they try to get uh, the opportunity there, but in the 73rd minute, I'm not sure who played the ball down there, but it was reviewed there as no try. And then just Ramey there basically puts on the pin on the coffee there. And man, oh man, did the Storm somehow uh, make a 20 points to third comeback? Well, in 6 minutes, that's just really impossible. And Brent Trindle does miss the conversion. But the Storm in the 77th minute uh, scored they scored the first try there pretty late. They hit back there pretty late as well, and Nelson puts on a knock on there, and Osiris down full time here down the try there to make it 21 points to 6, and yeah, uh, we're gonna go on to uh, onto the top three since I want to like move on this and that. So, top three best players. I'm definitely gonna go for number one, just Ramian. Number two, I'm gonna go for. You know what? I think Cameron McInnes had to try his best, man, because he came off from the bench there. He's made about like 36 tackles there. He's missed like one, this and that. He he's made no errors there. Uh, made 16 passes. He made 32 receps there, and made 16 ups there. And man, oh man, yeah, I thought he tried his best so hard there, coming over there from the bench, playing 57 minutes. It's quite impressive, I gotta say. And number three, um, number three. Oh, this is tough, man. Mm. You know what? You know what? Fuck it. I'm actually gonna. I'm actually going to give number three to Matt Moylan there. I just thought I actually had a pretty good running game uh, as well, and he's improving so much time that he might actually play way better in in career form compared to what he did uh, against the Panthers back at that time. So yeah, I want to hear your top three. As you take 9-9, go ahead, mate.
So number one, I mean, obviously it's got to be Jesse Ramian. I mean, you don't just score a hat trick and don't get number one. Number two,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Matt Moylan as well. He's
yeah.
very much been the most consistent 5'8" in the comp over the last couple of weeks. And number three is tough because there's a lot of Sharks players you can definitely give it to. But I'm going to go solely to Blake Brayley for the gritty celebration. I think it just edges out every other Sharks player. So that'll be my top three.
Alrighty. Move to the next match there, and we are going on to Saturday. Yes, so no, Friday. My bad. We are going to review your team, and I'm going to say, mate, your team actually put up a a pretty good fight, and when I saw you guys side, I thought, man, oh man, oh man, could the Knights actually put on and upset? And it was possible, and you guys were actually leading there. First of all, there. Um, about where were you guys leading off to? It was oh oh no. You were leading off to at half time 16. It was 16 points. No, hang on a sec. Was it? Oh yeah. You guys were like leading up to 16 to 12 there with with, with Richard Kennedy's try there, and then the Trent Mitchell there converts it on the 31st minute there, and then uh uh if Milford there concedes like a penalty there, and then Kony Karima there puts on a try there to make it 16 all before half time. And not to do remember that try there. I think he actually did intercepted there. And then Nick Karima there passed it on to the inside there to Rich Kenner um under the post there, and Mitchell there converts it there to make it 80 points to 16. Um, and then Thomas Burgess puts on a slow peel there. Rocket fragment there from Shackle Mitchell there. I haven't really seen him do much there uh, in the game, to be honest. Matt Craig gets a knock on, and then before half time, okay. So the halftime score was 24 points to 16. Cody Walker there gets a try there, and that was pretty hurtful there to go into half time. 60 points to 24, especially being up. And then in the second half, South City uh, had and uh, had had an absolute outstanding start there with Richard Kennedy there making a line break there in the 42 minute there to make it 20 points to 16. Uh, Mitchell there misses the conversion. Cody Walker there puts up a bomb. Milford there puts on a bomb. Jackson Pollard makes an error. Leah Thompson coming off the bench concedes a offside downtown there, and then Richard Kennedy there puts on dangerous tackle there. And Dominic Young there concedes a penalty there for crowding, and Tex Hoy makes an error there, and then they gave South City much more position there to even uh, extend the lead there to make it to Viet to make it to Viet to Tola there to make it 32 points to 16, and then the Trump Mitchell there converts it there to make it 34 to 16, and then Basami Solo makes the line break there. Cody Walker concedes and 10-meter offside penalty there, and then Tyler Mill makes it spill his lollies there, and then Edric Lee there makes the line break there to make it 20 points to 34, and then Milford converts it to make it 22 points to 34. And then it was back to Milford putting a bomb to force Jake Cartwright to make an error. Dominic Young, though, when the Knights get back possession there, also makes an error there. Souths, they they get the capture challenge successful there. Not sure for who, but I think it was for a knock on there. But Jackson Paulo makes the line break there to make it 38 points to 22. Latrell Mitchell misses it, and Mitchell Barnett there trying to get the Knights there back into the game, and then Milford there converts to make it 28 points to 38. And the Knights could they get a comeback here? And David Clemmer, he was actually sin-binned in this game quite earlier. I'm gonna have to get back to that after this, but yeah, Latrell Mitchell. I know I was oh yeah, David Clemmer. I was actually sent off I'm a full time. So yeah, Mitchell there converted to make it 40 points to 28, and yeah, looking forward to the game, mate, and yeah, and also thoughts there on David Clemmer's uh, sin bin and send off, I believe. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it was just weird because the first 10 minutes were very lackluster from the Knights, and then when Dominic Young made that try-saving tackle, we changed, and within the 14 minutes of that preceding that, the Knights were playing genuinely the best football they've played all season, and then it's a South Sydney goal line dropout. They get the ball back, and just something changes, and then they end up scoring three tries. South score three tries in 10 minutes, including the interception by Cody Walker. And it was just able to enough because then South scored twice to start off the second half. The Knights were staying in it, to be fair, but it was it was too little too late. The clever send off. So for those who haven't seen, basically, South's player goes into a run. Clemmer tackles him. He gets his elbow up, and he hits him in the head going down.
Yeah,
and the referees thought that it was very much intentional, and he got sent off. It's a very hard one. I do feel like looking back on it, I think it's for send off and being reckless, which means it could be an upgraded charge. Might be a little too harsh, but I don't know. It's tough to say in a match like this, but I mean, basically, our finals hopes up. I mean, they've been gone mentally for the last couple of weeks, but now I think it's very much official that we're out. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go onto our top three best players here from the match. So my top three. Let's go here. number one, I'm gonna give it to um, I'm I'm gonna give it to Latrell Mitchell. Number two, I'm actually gonna give it to Cody Walker. Um, mm, yeah, I'll give it to Cody Walker there. Yeah, give it to Cody Walker. He actually made three tries this. God damn, that's actually pretty impressive. Yeah, and I'm actually gonna give number three, who I actually thought he really tried his best there for the Knights there. I actually told me there from like uh uh off screen, you actually told me that David Clermont, you know, has been consistently going well there for you guys. Despite from the send off, I actually going to give him for the best there, David Clemmer. Yeah, your top three.
My top three, I'm gonna go with at first. I'm actually gonna go with Richard Kennar actually, scoring three tries. I think it was actually a very impressive performance by him, basically having to come in very late to fill in the boots of Alex Johnson into that game. Number two, I'm actually gonna go with Thomas Burgess. Actually, I think he had a fantastic match in the forwards for South.
Yeah,
200 run meters, basically got them forced a lot of line breaks through the holes to
yeah.
actually
Oh,
to
good.
basically cause the attacks. And number three, as much as he pissed me off in that game, I probably have to give it to Latrell Mitchell.
Mm, yeah. All right. I'll move on to the next game here. On to my team. Now I'm not going to go too much depth into the review since I actually Armory did my West Tigers versus Premier Eagles round 17 review there, but like yesterday. And if you guys haven't seen that the review yet, please go and watch the video there before you go into here and go into here. But since like I mostly gave my like my most thoughts there like the review there on that. I would like firstly I like I like hear your thoughts so I can go into my little like quick summarize thoughts thinking this and that.
Yeah, man. It was a This was a game for, like really that personally could really have gone either way. Obviously, the Tigers are a team you can't really read. You don't know if they're going to pull off. Obviously, as much as you probably don't hear about when they played each other earlier this year. You don't know what was going to happen, and it ended up being quite big. But Parramatta were, I think, were a little bit slow to start, but once they got going, they actually properly were going. I mean, they were getting basically tries from the 30th minute all the way to the 70th, and Nofaluma did do well in the last 10 minutes to try to rally the team, but it was a scrappy win for Parramatta, but it will hopefully in the long run be an important win for Paris Charge for the finals.
And also consistently, yeah, much more consistently, which I I I thought the try there from RSG there was quite lucky there. Mine in the first half was just dog shit. Just for that uh, uh, out there, he was just conceding penalties, errors there, and he was giving so many opportunities for the West Tigers. Okay, well, okay, sorry. Sorry about that, lads. So yeah, he was just absolutely just dog shit there in the first half. And like I said, man, Gutherson, I cannot believe they they actually conceded that try there against Dane Laurie there in in the 150th. There, it was like when Dane Laurie scored a try there. I thought I thought Dane Laurie was going to come straight at us, just like how he was against us last time, and thankfully enough, in the second half, Luke Brooks, Dewey, and also the three Tigers trio, or whatever you want to call it, shit like that. They failed. They they had so many opportunities there, but just like kept they kept to make they kept to make it uh like uh like in areas and that. But Staffatoa was mostly their their problem for them making those errors there out dummy half. And yeah, Sivo, we finally gave him much more ball there. And that tr- that try they set up there before half time there was something that I've never ever seen him in his entire career ever done before. It was kind of similar to what Ferguson did uh, with the grubber there to Gupson there from last year in round one, but it was kind of sloppy there. Moses did actually miss it, but then Marley did redeem himself, there before half time. And yeah, uh, for a player like Amani to really to have some potential there to be caught up there for Queensland, and to see him perform like this against a pretty low ranked team, especially from last week, where he delivered like a fuck all there to the forwards. And yeah, he needs a lot of work there. Money, I like a really good stay out there. He really needs to work out there, because uh shocking enough, Madison once again was actually ruled out for the second time, which uh I'm much pretty worried that Madison might be actually ruled out there for the uh for a long period there. Maybe until he makes up to finals. But um yeah, I don't really know yet. I might have to go into that right now, or even wait until the team list comes out Tuesday. Uh, uh, as you guys are watching right now, this will be premiered on Thursday, as always. So yeah, but yeah, good pressure from us there in the second half. But David Nofaluma, he came back too late there. But yeah, man, what can I say there? But I also want to talk about, before we go to into our into play ratings. I also want to talk about, before the game. I I mean started. I was hearing rumors that Dewey was saying to himself, "Oh, I don't want to play fullback, or even center, or this and that. I want play 5'8", and this is where my position is, especially with some frustration there from Luke Brooks. And apparently, from what I'm hearing, these players might not actually said this. And I think these players are not sure if this is true or not. They might have be a little bit confused, saying, "Oh, what the hell's going on? This is what the fuck is this? This is just very stupid. This is nothing what we said." And especially with a Sheens coming in, it's the bloody club behind the scenes. It's been an absolute just dark ages, just nightmare. and it doesn't get tougher there for Tigers fans. Sitting there in 15th place right now. There, barely off uh, from the wins to be there for the Gold Coast Titans and the West Tigers, man. That, it was like last year. All they had to do there is um had them had the mentality there to step up. Yeah, sorry about that, lads. We were. Uh, uh, I had a few technical issues there, but hopefully, you guys are still here with us throughout the premiere. So we do uh, apolo- apologize there for that for the muck up there, but hopefully, it doesn't happen again. But yeah, man, what's your thoughts there? Uh, like the whole rumor there throughout Dane Laurie there, and also Jackson Hastings. Sorry, no, and also Luke Brooks rumor there on would have been saying there to themselves they're playing, doing their saying, playing, I was playing like a 5'8", and also Luke Brooks like a frustrating, the media's like trying to make it this and that, but the players are like saying, where's this coming from, this and that. And yeah, what's your thoughts on that, mate?
I'm not too sure about it. I mean, it wouldn't be surprising if there is a bit of tense nature at the club because there's been a lot of tension in terms of like the whole in a whole lot of places in the West Tigers. So it honestly wouldn't shock me if that would be the case here.
Yeah. Alrighty. Uh, let's do our top three best players for this match. So my top three, which I already given out, was from from memory. I'll give my top three there. Hmm. Well, for this match for both teams. Okay. Overall, number one, I think it has to go to Isaiah Papali there. He was just an absolute monster there. He made 154 Romans there, made 77 post corner meters there. One line break assist as well. Five hit ups. Five tackle breaks. 14 hit ups there. One offload. Yeah, and you know what, man? He was absolutely just amazing there. A well deserved big improvement there from last week as well. And yeah, number two, I'm going to give it to Mitchell Moses. Number three, I'm going to give it to. I'm actually going to. Going to give it to honestly. Uh, I think Hastings bombs which are pretty good. At least you know uh, tries best there to at least put some pressure there uh, on Gufson and this and that. So I'm actually going to give number three there to Jackson Hastings. So your top three?
Yeah, I got to go with the same with you. I think Papali did very well. Moses also as well was brilliant. And also I think Adam Dewey probably up there with the most consistent Tigers player at the moment. So yeah, I have to agree with you.
And let's move on to the last match I believe was for this week, and it was and and it was the Brisbane Broncos versus the St George Illinois Dragons here at Suncorp Stadium, and yeah, man, this game for me was was like game of the round, man. First half was absolutely just amazing. I tipped Dragons 30 plus, but the Broncos there with uh, Hotia there, scoring the first try there for the Brisbane Broncos there. Uh, Let me go back here. Makes it, yeah. So gets there. Reynolds missed the conversion there. Uh, Andrew McCulloch there puts on a, a penalty there for putting on pressure there on the kicker, which is pretty quite questionable. And he was put on report, which do you reckon that was a bit harsh, or do you
Yeah.
think he deserved it?
I think it was a little bit harsh. Because I mean, how many times do you see that happen and it doesn't get caught? It's
I mean, we've seen that happen with Zay probably on Lachlan Ilias, so yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure why referees, but well, moving on. Tarek Sims coming from a Simbin return and going back to that sim bin there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tarek Sims there will will deserve to be put off there for sim bin there. He absolutely just monster, just absolutely just bashed it. Who was it Kobe Everton? I'm not sure, but he bashed someone, man, and my oh my, he is so aggressive, Tarek Sims, and I'm actually uh not surprised that the Mel Storm, you know, are looking to that type of player that what from the next year, and he's going to be an absolute very good uh, impactful player there when he goes down into the Mel Storm, mate. With the aggression there, going down to the system, holy shit, he's going to be the fucking Terminator there, down over there, down there in the Melbourne. Tarek Sims. Watch out, man. Watch out, because my oh my, he is a big tough bloke. Uh, but Dragons there, uh, they get a line dropout there, coming off there from a line break there from Tony Staggs, and early another good opportunity there to actually be pretty close there to make it 8 points to ideal there. But then Policy there concedes a penalty there for Crowdy there. And then Cody Ramsey makes a line break there. And an absolute just fantastic sprint there. He runs all the way down to left side there to give the first try there for the St. George Miller Dragons there to make it 4 points all. And then Zach Lomax there converts it to make it 6 points to 4. And then Tarek Sims once again puts on another dangerous tackle there in the 24th minute. And then here's Sim Bin once again. Yes, two Sim Bins for one single player. You will never ever see something like this ever again. I mean, to be honest, maybe, but wow. And then Tessa New there, coming back there, fullback there for the Broncos. But makes a line break there on the 25th minute, gets a try there for the Broncos, and then Reynolds there converts to make it 10 points to 6. A great conversion there from Reynolds there. Uh, Stooley there after a long dropout there from Reynolds. Absolute powerful. Stooley there, running off there, from the middle there to get the Dragons there back in the game there to level things up, and then Zach Lomax there converts a try to put in front there, and Zach Lomax gets a penalty there. Straight after Tarek Sims once again returns from his second sin bin, uh, and and Zach Lomax there, not marking there, and Katoni Staggs there gets a second line break there, and he finally gets over to put the Broncos back in front once again to make it 42 points to 12. And then Reynolds converts to make it 16 points uh, to 12. A 2 point field goal before half time was missed, and a dangerous tackle there being taken there from Kobe Heverton was penalised. And they were there for James Sewer, and that was half time. Broncos laying up there against Dragons there. Up there at Suncorp Stadium there. 16 points to 12. And second half, here we go. James Sullivan there puts up a kick bomb there. Reece Kennedy there gets offside there inside the 10 meters there. Dragons there gets hit, restart. James Sullivan, who was pretty good there in the first half, gets a line break there in the 46th minute there. And Zach Hoskin there gets structured there on his debut there for the Broncos. Mostly puts on a Racker Freakman there on the 49th minute, and then restart there from the Broncos, and then Duluth Hotia there gets a double there, and he scores his second try there in his career to make it 20 points, 2 or 12 there. What a big moment there for the young winger there. For himself there, and Reynolds misses the conversion there, and then James Sullivan puts up the bum kick there. Tessanu makes an error there, and Tessanu redeems himself. He puts on onto the inside there. Two man, absolute brilliant player. Man, he's been on how it's been played there throughout the last week there. 24 points to 12, and Reynolds there converts there to make it 26 points to 12 there, and Jack Bird there makes an error there for the Dragons there. John Pereira there gets a line break there on the wing there. He puts on on the inside there for Katoni Staggs, and Katoni Staggs, the most sexiest man in the league, puts his pin there, nail there on the coffin there for the Dragons there to make it 30 points to 12. Reynolds there converts it to make it 32 points to 12, and then the Dragons there, Wolfie guy gets a line break there. Then that's his new there, makes a knock on there, and then Karen Ramsey picks up his double there, and then Zach Lomax there makes a conversion there, 32 points to 18. Moving on, Moses Mbai puts out a line dropout there, and it is full time. Dragons, I thought they would have many many opportunities there to really get come back there, but they couldn't do it. And the Broncos there, or should I say, the baby Broncos, absolutely just got the job done there. At home, 32 points to 18, and thoughts of the match, mate?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this Brisbane team had had a bunch of changes late because obviously Corey Oates has had to get call up to the Queensland squad with what's happening with the Maroons, and yeah, they the Broncos came to play and they were good. I think good enough, and they were good enough to win. I think St George went okay. Obviously, they very much preferred to get the win, but I think it was a very much a good game by both teams.
Yeah, it was a pretty good challenge there for both teams there, especially for the Dragons. Could they beat the Broncos there to possibly uh, not only confirm the place there in the top eight, but to also get into the top six, which I thought they were, and 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 it was a a pretty big call there since the Broncos does have a pretty good record against the Dragons there at Suncorp, but yeah, uh, this this favorite Broncos side has proven, and especially combining that to the actual first place team that uh, they just don't give up. The Broncos, their fan base is absolutely just really passionate. Kevin Walters has uh, has proved this team much more than what they were about 2 seasons ago, and Kevin Walters is slowly getting back to the Broncos from what they were, and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed there. And yeah, I thought the Broncos are going to be at this place here, you know, at this place where it looks like a team that they were going to be better off there for the top eight, but my and my, they have proven me wrong, and sheesh, sheesh, man, it's been absolute uh, keen and very exciting performance there from such a passionate fan base there, and yeah. Uh, we're gonna go into our top three here. So our top three here for the Broncos and the Dragons here. I'm gonna go for my top three here. Yeah, for Kobe Everton there was actually pretty good there. He actually made 42 tackles, and he also got how many Ramirez he's got? He's got pretty much a decent amount of Ramirez. He's got 142 Ramirez, 51 post contact meters there, one line break assist. Uh, he got one tackle break there. Um, 14 hit ups there. Ooh, number one. You know what? I won't put Kobe Everton there for number one, but I will put Katoni Staggs there for number one there. And you know what, man? I'm actually gonna how many line breaks? I'm actually gonna give. You know what? I'm actually gonna give to Deleuze. Uh, Hotia. Did he get a try there? And then, yeah, he got double in that, and yeah, I thought that Hotia there finally getting those as his two first ever tries over there, and I thought he just I thought this was just finally a a good start there to fill in spot there for Corey Oates, and yeah, I thought he did an absolute outstanding job there uh, for the team there. He got 127 run meters there. He got two line breaks, 36 post contact meters there, six tackle breaks, and yeah, it's pretty decent, man. Number three, Finally, I'm actually going to give it uh, to Kevin Hamilton, and yeah, that's my top three. Yours,
Okay.
mate?
My top three, I'm gonna have number one, Katoni Staggs. Number two, what's this? Deleuze Hota. Second, and number three, I'm actually gonna give it to Cody Ramsey from St George.
That's a pretty good call there. Okay, righty. So, that's what the games are being reviewed. So, we're going to go to go um into into a new segment which I actually haven't talked to you about yet, mate. But we're actually going to go into our team of the week. So I actually uh, organize our team week. So I might I might have to change my mind here, but let's see who I put in so far. Well, okay. So for fullback, I'm going to go with Latrell Mitchell. On the wings, I was going to go with Lee and also Young, but I think I changed my mind. I'm actually going to go with Richard Kenner. No, so uh, Hotia there. Centers there. It's pretty obvious there. I'm going to go with Jesse Raymond and Katoni Staggs. For the halves pairing, I'm going to go with I'm actually going to go with Cody Walker and the halfback there. Best halfback, Mitchell Moses. The fullback there, number eight. I'm actually going with with David Clemmer. Showing he's like consistency, even though I got sent off. I'm actually going to go with Hooker there with uh, the cheese. If he has come off from the bench there,
I think he started.
he started right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, just to be uh 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 100% clear on that. Number 10, you have to give it once again to Thomas Birch there. Absolutely incredible there, man. Man, Tommy the Burger, man. Absolutely just uh uh unstructured, man. And second row is there. Who I put in for the second row is there again? I do remember it was. Oh fuck! Let me just check again. Fuck. Second row, second row, second row. Who were they again? Oh yeah. Was it? No. I think it was South's plays. I believe. Just, give me a sec.
Right.
Okay. It was Kieran. No, I freaking forgot. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Uh, shit. Who was it again? Was it from the Sharks? Second rows? I'm not sure. I know I put it in there. I don't think I confirmed them yet. Uh, this is gonna be pretty tough. Oh yeah. Uh, you have to go with Papa Lee, man, and along with Papa Lee, Zay Papa Lee. Who else? I'm choosing between the Cora. Like, surely there's a good fullback there for the Broncos who performed there pretty good. Someone I might forget someone, man. Oh, this is tough. Well, um, I'm just gonna go with Brenton Cora and the lock. Obviously, man, the lock. My job for my job. Fucking Joe Galley, man, he was absolutely just outstanding there. The post on the knees there, uh, for himself. Once again, proving why he is one of the uh, proving he's top five best locks there for the season there, and pretty underrated there. Uh, in my opinion, man, he deserves much more respect there, especially on how the Tigers there being treated there throughout the media. I reckon he needs to be much more respected. Joe, uh, 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 for the go there, in my opinion, and yeah, going off from the bench, Stefano uh, Yuta Kamanu there, start off there from a utility. Karen McInnes. Who else is there? Jack DeBellin. 17 player. This is a tough one. Oh, I think I'm gonna go with Tui Kamika. Let me just check. Tough man. You know what? I'll actually go for Reese Kennedy. I, I actually, yeah. So I'll go with Reese Kennedy. So yeah. Does he take 99? What's your team of the week, bro?
Yeah, so I've only got a starting team. I haven't got any on the bench, but at fullback I've actually gone with Cody Ramsey. I think it was pretty much between him and Latrell, uh, but I think Ramsey really helped galvanizing the St George team. Wings, I've got Richard Kenner and Sione Katoa. The centres, I've got Jesse Ramian and Katoni Staggs. Cody Walker at 5'8". And I've gone with Adam Reynolds at halfback, which is, again,
Yeah.
it was very hard to decide between him and Moses. Uh, the props, I've gone with David Clemmer and it's Tom Burgess, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of them. Then
Yeah.
I've gone with Blake Brayley at hooker. Uh, in the second row, I've gone with Isaiah Papali, and I've actually gone with Zach Hosking from the Broncos, one of the baby Broncos in the game on Sunday. And at lock, I've gone with Dal Finucane from Cronulla.
Okay. Mm. Yeah, pretty good team over there, man. Uh, Mostly uh, the Sharks squad there. Yeah, it's pretty surprising, but yeah, there's many opportunities there to really choose from over there. But yeah, um, moving on. We're actually going to have like a little talk about the uh, about the origin. Even though I didn't really get to do uh, like a little preview on um on the last week since I actually took a break, but I'm not gonna go do previews since if we do then we might be here for uh, hours and hours and that. But I do want to talk to you about COVID affecting uh, like uh, um modern players such as Karen Munster and this and that, and also I also want to uh uh hear out our thoughts there on John McLean there getting injured there, and so I miss out on his debut, and who could possibly replace him. Maybe it could be Jacobs Saifidi, but yeah, what's your take on that?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate there for Jordan McLean. He's been an absolute rock for the Cowboys, and it's he's been on the look for the Blues team for the last couple of years, and he was finally given his chance, but unfortunately, he was dealt a bad
Yeah,
hand.
especially playing there uh, for Storm. Yeah, but continue.
And I think it has been confirmed. I don't know if it actually has been officially, but apparently, but it's Jacob
Yeah,
Saifidi has been moved into the starting set into the 17. So I think he might be put on the bench, and I think somebody from the bench might get put in to start. So
I think Paulo might actually
yeah,
start. I reckon. Yeah, I mean, you have to start. Obviously, uh, it's been miss out on a many try uh, opportunities there for us, and uh, yeah, and uh, Murray robbed him. Steph Crone robbed him for a try, and hopefully in game three, he will actually score and not drop the ball there, just like he did there in 2020.
yeah.
Because I remember that those last few minutes there, and he did fuck us over. He knocked on the ball there while he was 10 meters away there from the try line, and oh my god, yeah, that was heartbreaking. But uh, yeah, do you see like the fullback there, especially with Jack Javovic there, uh, coming from a very impressive game there, doing the job as well there from last week. Sorry, no, last game as well. Do you see a full pack this time? Putting on like does it seem much more dangerous compared to Queensland? Or if you were the coach, do you think you would have considered a many changes, even though you shouldn't, since throughout the last few years, New South Wales uh, have learned to keep the winning experience side there, and yeah, what we do there if you were Freddie, if you could make any changes there, or maybe just leave it the way it is, and maybe our fullback can possibly quite have have a big arm for us there, since it is the decider. So yeah, what's your take on that?
I feel like it is probably I think it's the best forward pack that you could would do with the circumstances. I mean, on paper, I'd probably say the forward pack for the Blues is just a little bit better than Queensland's, but obviously one thing that will definitely be the thing that helps Queensland is, of course, being at Suncorp of is it's very much a massive boost for Queensland. So I feel like basically the Blues need to come out there and be more ferocious than the Maroons in terms of the game.
Yeah, yeah. I like obviously Karen Smith there. He's gonna be telling the boys, oh yeah, it's fucking doing, man, Queenslander. Uh, and he loves, just waking up every single morning saying, mate, how good is it to really wake up feeling like a Queenslander, and I know that we all hate it since we are simply both uh, I was born in New South Wales and definitely don't go for Queensland, which some people do. So fuck you to people who actually don't follow uh, Origin properly. You fucking casuals. Uh, but anyways, yeah. But like, uh, by seeing the four pack compared to Queensland, uh, it is quite much more better. But with Jacob Sofie there, I think it's going to be pretty stacked there. Surely, Avocaro Cell there comes back from a much more improved running game there compared to David Cook there. But Crichton, I'm not sure why he's been named back in the team there. I thought he was gonna, I thought he was gonna have a pretty good game there in a game too, but he was just quiet. Uh, as it goes there, against Crichton there in game two, and man, and man, yeah, I don't know why Crichton is back in team. Telekai, he wasn't bad. Was he? Uh, was decent. He was mid, but yeah, he was well deserved there to be staying back there, uh, uh, the squad there, and you know, obviously Queensland, you know, the bench has obviously got some pretty decent there. You know, same old Patrick Carrigan there coming off from the bench. Jairo, who has been absolute uh, make a big statement there from out the uh, Sassy versus Premier Eels game there from last week. Grant, uh, we all know him. Tom Gilbert there. Some people are saying that Gilbert there has been, you know, pretty much good, and yeah, I don't, and I feel like they you might be putting on a little bit of a pressure on Tom Gilbert there. You know, even though it's been impressively decent for Tom Gilbert. Yeah, yeah, sure thing. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, Queensland. You know, they have Talangi, you know, still in there. I I reckon the fullback we have, I think we're probably going to be ready for it unless Freddie's tactics, you know, do somehow fuck up, but hopefully that won't happen. But you know, if somehow does happen there the past for our pick, so let's hope this side that he's going to officially put out put out on a Wednesday night, which both our channels, you and also me, will be doing a a live reaction to that. And yeah, uh, my final mini preview score prediction will be the Blues to win it by. You know what? This is gonna be a pretty bold call here. I reckon New South Wales here, especially with Cleary there. I reckon. Ooh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm actually gonna say Jackson Vojovich there. To win us the game there to make it 26 points to 20 up there at Asako Stadium. So what's your score prediction there, mate?
Well, it's hard because I feel like it's hard because a low scoring game will very much be more beneficial for Queensland than the Blues. So I feel like for the Blues to win, they need to just absolutely like put like a considerate amount of points on there, and I feel like it'd probably be too much for Queensland to come back. So I feel like the final score will be something. I'm honestly thinking like it'll be like 28 points to 18. The final score for the Blues.
What? Yeah, fair enough. Alrighty, so since that is over, we are going to go through our round 17 fantasy team review. So I'm going to get my phone uh, uh, out right now, and I am going to fastly go through my team there on how it went. So my team here. So for round 17, Monty got 47. Uh, David Clement there, vice captain, which Madison was supposed to be the captain, but then I did notice he was I was actually ruled out. So yeah, I fucked up there. But he actually scored 100, 100, 122 points there. David Clemmer. Zay Papali'i scores 67 points. Palisha scores 50. Mosley scores 45. Mitchell Mam there scores 40. Luckily, Ilya scores a fuck all zero. Joe off we go there scores 53. Uh, Andrew Fafita there scores 27. And yeah, and a score total there of 451. And my round 17 rank is 13,000. Yes, 13,345 there for that round. So yeah, uh, uh, I want to hear your team, your total score there for round 17, and also you ranked there based off uh, 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 for the round, mate. So yeah, go ahead.
Well, uh,
Um,
I've messed up this for this round to put it bluntly. Out of the entire team, only 4 players in my squad were actually playing this round. So yeah, like literally the rest of the players were all not playing this weekend. Yeah, it's a big mess up for me. So the players that did play are Zach Musgrove, who's in my midfield, got 18 points. Anaria Tuala got 26 points. Simonson got 18 points, and Matt Moylan got 43 points. So for the absolute grand spanking title of a monstrous 105 points and a round 17 rank, monolithic rank of 143,508. It's absolute fantastic performance from the team. I'm a genius when it comes to fantasy. It's hopefully we continue the form next week.
boy. Oh man. Uh, uh, yeah, man. Uh, I was not like fully disappointed. About like no players. What players that really just play their f- uh from team, and yeah, I'm gonna make some big trades there. Uh, for this week, I'm actually going to make some big trades there tomorrow, and yeah, um, I just want to see on where I'm actually coming onto like onto your league table. So I finally moved up. Hooray! I am in the top 20. So I am in 20th. Uh, and coming on from like other uh like was that best off there from this round? Oh yes, it is. Okay. And yeah, that's it. All right. So anything else? Do we they want to discuss tonight?
There is one thing that that's actually kind of only just happened 90 minutes ago, which was announced by
Oh
Fox
well.
League. That so the
Okay.
title is Titans assistant axed as pressure mounts on Holbrook. Titans assistant Jim Dymock
Oh
has
yeah.
walked out of the club. Basically, he wasn't offered a new contract, and just left the club. So yeah, it's looking bad for worse
Mate,
for the
the Titans are
Titans.
fucked.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a big fan of uh Holbrook, but he has pretty much been a big uh fairy tale success story there for the back and back premiership there for St Helens there uh back there in the Super League. But ever since he joined the Titans, I will give him this, even though I'm not a big fan of him. He has, taken the Titans there to the finals, even though it wasn't his fault that uh, uh, that they lost. I mean, Patrick Herbert, the fucking big ass uh, moustache, um, ugly ass, looking ass motherfucker who didn't even offloaded there to David Feeder there. Like, what he had to do there is just pass it to David Feeder and the Titans, they threw that to semis. That was the closest that that the Titans have ever been to the semis since 2010. So yeah, I don't know why. It's a very unfortunate situation there for uh for Holbrook there to really just uh to put all this money and success there for the players there. Collecting so many big mill storm players, such as like Kevin Proctor, Tina Tina Fasumilawi, and also collected some some other some other uh millionaire players there. Signing off David David Fee there of to 1.3 mil or whatever it was. But yeah, um, do you reckon Holbrook should be keeping the job there, or do you reckon uh, it's time for the Titans to really look on, for a much more experienced coach, but mostly um um experienced based off uh for the NRL instead of the Super League. Like those just like those like those just like those just uh disrespected to the Super League. You know, they have many. successful coaches, such as like uh, St. Helens recent uh, coach and many more. Which speaking of that, the recent St. Helens coach is planning to come back to Australia. So, do you reckon if Holbrook does leave, do you reckon what's his name again? Wolf something. Do you reckon he should be uh, the new head coach replacement there for the Gogo Silence, just or just don't do it, or don't even uh,
Personally,
like risk it?
yeah, personally,
Yeah.
I think the Titans should hang on to Holbrook. I mean, he hasn't been at the club for
Mm,
relatively long, and like you've seen with how Brisbane have developed, like over like the last couple of years, and then they've shot themselves up to into the top four. It's I feel like for the Titans, because they've got this brand new plan going in, there's like I feel like this year's pretty much sort of kind of like a rebuild year, so I do feel like that Holbrook should stay on for the Titans. Like I personally don't think that I think there might be a little bit of like a skill difference in terms of coaching an NRL team to coaching a Super League team, but I don't think it's like as big as some people think in terms of quality. But I
yeah,
feel like Holbrook should be on for the next couple of years. Maybe in like 3 years' time, but they're still in the same position. Then
yeah,
um, maybe release them.
yeah. Yeah, agree uh, with with we say um I'm over there. But is there any other breaking news? Actually, I actually want to like bring this up before we go. Actually, since we have actually been in, on this episode for quite long, so it's been a pretty good episode. But I do want to um end off with uh, with this rumor from Clarkey, and he actually said on uh on our Instagram saying that Nathan Brown, who retired there from the Warriors, get this right, he is going to join the Premier Eels system pathway there. Uh, so it's just a rumor. I think he's officially signed there for our our system there. From what I see there on on I like uh I like the Insta, but when I post this uh like my story, I said to myself, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this, and yeah, what's for this man? Because will this like ruin like our uh like a pathway for the players development throughout, since we already have one of the top five best young developments there throughout the game, or I reckon he will do the job there for us.
I think he should be fine. Just as long as he doesn't go into a coach's box, I think he should be all right. So, I mean, he when he was at the Knights, he was like obviously the Knights didn't go as well, but he was able to bring in a bunch of young talents that have actually pretty much cemented themselves somewhat
He has, yeah,
into the team. So hope maybe in that position there'll be something where he can properly flourish.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I think that's all, man. Uh, yeah, this episode going for quite uh for a long time, and yeah, it was a pretty good episode. I think this was our best episode yet, in my opinion. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me, ZTech99, and coming off from me, and also from my ZTech 99. Peace.
Peace.
I'm coming in hot.